Oh man, look at that. Is that? Oh, there. Okay, man, you're at the top of the limit.
I'm about to be at a frame up here.
Hey, you've never had a problem going like, you got to be this tall to ride the ride.
Oh yeah, when I was definitely way too young riding some rides at amusement parks.
Okay, hey, it's Henry McClure Live. We came back with Gabriel. Do you ever go by Gabe
So yeah, I used to go by Gabe a lot more, but once I
as you
started,
matured?
yeah, now that I'm
You like
kinda-
Gabriel?
yeah, now I'm kind of getting more
Yeah, I
professional
was like
stuff.
Henry. You know, there's some people that call me Hen. It's so funny. It's one of my sister's or one of my daughter's best friends calls me Hen, and then one of my best friends calls me Hen. My mom used to call me Hen, and I don't really like being called Hen, but I come. You know what I mean, Hen.
It's a good nickname.
Oh, hey, hey. So I did. Did you see that baby on my page? I posted that baby.
I don't think
There's another Henry, and it's a third cousin. So my cousin Tom McClure, his daughter had a baby, so it's his grandson, and everybody's going like, "Ooh, is that your kid? You know, what have you been doing?" I wish. Well, anyway, so um, let's talk about politics.
Yes,
What
sir.
did you learn?
Um,
What did you learn running for mayor?
a lot.
Tell
To
me
be
one
honest.
thing.
The biggest thing I think I took away is it's hard to say. There's just so much. How much goes on behind the scenes than what you really see on TV? Or,
Like, tell me about behind the scenes,
So
because I don't like behind the scenes
I don't like.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't like behind the scenes as much. People that seem like they might not really like each other as much on TV or on interviews actually like talk in person a lot. It seems like because sometimes you look at the city council and they look heated, but behind closed doors they're a lot more cordial with each other. So
Except if you vote for the Maverick deal.
that's that gas station, right? That got shut down.
Yeah. So, what I've learned about being in politics is you really find out who your friends are,
Yes. Yeah.
and hey, hello. Oh, that's just the most lovely young person. Lives in Kansas City, hard worker. Hey, thanks for saying hi. You know, my daughter lives in. You ought to meet my daughter. My daughter is a property manager, and she's got a cleaning service.
Oh wow.
Well, yeah, we ought to get those two. You know,
You should have her on the show sometime.
and I'd love to have people on the show. You know, one guy wouldn't be on the show today, so I had to interview his truck.
I saw that. Yeah. The lawn care service.
Well, what was funny is now I'm showing him some land on Apostles Hill. Yeah,
pretty exciting.
I know. I need to sell that land for the Orthodox Church. But you really find out who your friends are, and you really find out that it doesn't matter. I would love it. If I were a Topeka girl, I'd vote for you. I'd need your vote. Yeah, it's you know, I tell you, I've met a lot of nice people on Facebook. I've met a lot of nice people on X. You know, X. It sounds like now Twitter. You know, X. It sounds like some sort of X-rated site. But and the Capital Journal knows I like stuff like that. But
Oh wow.
they're trolls. But I don't know, man. I tell you, I got a call from James today.
Bolden?
Yeah, and he thinks that he thinks he wants to run as a write-in candidate. And I just think that'd be distracting.
Yeah.
See, your endorsement just a minute ago, that was very important to me.
I was thinking about the write-in stuff, and I was like, it's harder to run a write-in campaign than it would be for just a normal primary. Like you made it past a primary. There's so much more effort in it, and it's so much more time that it's almost not even worth it because then you're not even on the ballot. So when most people come in, they don't know much about it. They just either go for one of the two. No one's doing really a lot of write-ins.
Well, but how do you know you qualify? I mean, so I wrote myself in, but I mean, do you have to go through Andrew Howell and get set up to be a write-in?
I think you just tell people to write your name in, and that's it. So that's why it's so much harder, is because like you have to.
Well, I need James Bolden's 500 votes.
He did really good. In the election, I was kind of surprised on the amount of people, how many votes they got. I wasn't thinking Ed was going to get as high up as he did. Bolden, I don't know why, also really shocked me. I knew he was going to kind of take some voters away from you because you guys kind of seem like around the same crowd of people. I was surprised he got as many as he did. Not because I think he's a bad person, just because I thought you were going to pull most of those votes.
Well, and I'm telling you, the next day I felt defeated. I got so many phone calls and so much encouragement, except one guy. I think I told you about that one call that I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the part about politics that I don't like.
How hateful and spiteful.
Well, yeah. Okay, so I didn't do it your way the first time. I thought I wanted to try to do it without donations and grassroots. I thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, and you only specified primary. You didn't say anything about taking donations for the general.
But now hang on, this is what I want to tell you. Let's say, for example, I won overall.
Mm-hmm.
That I could continue on the grassroots. But there's no way I can do it being second.
Yeah, I mean, and with Spencer spending so much on his campaign, it's at the point where if you don't put a little bit of funding back into yours, it's not even a chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna. And, he's much more organized. He's a polished politician. And, I'm still kind of a dog-eared guy of the streets, ragtagging it.
There's nothing wrong with not being a politician.
Yes, I think it's a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather be known as the blue-collar guy.
I like the fact that we helped blow that lead. If you'd have called me up and said, you wouldn't have called me up, you'd have rode your horse over and say, Henry, we're going to go down to the harbor and we're going to throw crates of tea in the, we're going to call it the Boston Tea Party. You in? Of course, I'd go.
You definitely give that vibes of not fighting the power, fighting the man, but being wary of too much government overreach.
Well, I mean, this is what I think about. I think I am fighting the man. I think I'm fighting the establishment. Now, you tell me, how can one guy decide, well, I'm just not going to pay my specials out in Lawrence Bay? And some people say I'm making it too much about Lawrence Bay. Well, the reason why is because it's gone on bad for so long. We can all bring up the hotel, but that's fresh in everybody's mind.
Yeah.
But the Lawrence Bay thing's been going on a decade.
And not a lot of people know about it.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't get as much attention as, say, the hotel where the news picks it up all the time. But I did see CJ Online finally made an article about Lawrence Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
then all of a sudden the $7 million, becomes a number that's real.
Yeah.
It's like a friend of mine, his 50th high school anniversary is coming up. It's from Washburn Rural. And he didn't remember me as a sophomore. I was mad at him. My barber. Do you know Bruce?
I've seen your videos with him.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Man, I like those old school barbers. I don't know how I feel about
But what was wild? I probably knew his dad. Because I used to live by there on 24th Street when I went to McClure school. First, second, and third.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some breaking news. Can we break the news on the show?
Yes. I am moving to Arkansas. My girlfriend got a major promotion. So really exciting news. Super proud of her. So right now we're going through the moving process. That's why I kind of look a little dirty.
Oh, that's all
right.
right.
Good right now. We got done moving all day.
We didn't get a call back from my friend, because are you still going to Fayetteville?
Yeah.
Okay, because we used to own a mall in Fayetteville, and Mark Klein, if you're watching, we got to give him the Fayetteville hookups.
I would really appreciate it. It's a really exciting experience, though. I've never been to Arkansas. Lived in Arkansas, really traveled. I've been there once for just going down there and checking out places. Beautiful state. It's just gorgeous. I mean, the nature compared to Kansas is mind blowing.
We had a mall there that had a TV station right in the mall.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And so there's also a lot of people that sell to Walmart because they made a deal that you got to be like either an hour or an hour and a half from Bentonville.
Oh, you can see it too. I was telling Jasmine about it, and we were looking kind of around the area to see how many headquarters we could find. Oh, like every company under the sun.
I really like her.
No,
she's got like this. She's got the moxie. Have you ever heard that term?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got the moxie.
Yeah, she's a very interesting woman. Yeah.
One thing that she's got to remember: never be afraid of a lawyer that's missing a front tooth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever thought about it that way?
I haven't, but
no, it's a different way to look at it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a little inside trading here. Well, what you got? Any words of wisdom?
I mean,
what should I do? What should I do to get elected?
Don't ever stop trying.
Okay.
Kind of what I've learned is even no matter how nasty people get on the internet or how mean people are face to face, or you don't feel like you're doing as good, or maybe you didn't get support here or support there. Once you give up, that's when you lose. You just got to keep at it.
I have rose up to a new level of not giving an F. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what you can do.
Oh, see, look, since I'm running for mayor, I can't say that word. But you know what I'm saying. I'm doing my best to become more mayoral. But really, I'm serious. I've risen. Somebody said something to me today, and I just looked at him like, really? You just said that and ignored them, and they didn't know where to go? What did you do? And it all went away.
Yeah, once you start feeding into people trolling online, it's a vicious cycle.
And I never even answer. I rarely ever go back and answer anybody. Hey, if you want to talk to me, don't leave me a Facebook message. Don't text me. Call me. 785-383-9994.
Or come on a podcast.
Yeah.
If you
so
want to
this is what I want to do is I want to help people with their business.
Yeah.
Come on the podcast. So tell me about some of your friends that voted for you, and how did you get their vote?
So I have a lot of younger people that haven't ever voted before and haven't really cared. And I thought it was really weird that I was running at first, and I kind of started explaining why I wanted to get into it, and I'm taking it serious, and it's not a joke.
Well, say one reason why you wanted to get into it. Because,
the biggest,
I know the answer, but tell them.
The biggest reason would be bettering the community.
Right.
I love this city. No matter what happens here or what's going on, I really do love Topeka. It sucks I'm moving away, but this is my hometown. It holds a special place in my heart, and I'm always thinking that Topeka, the sky's the limit with Topeka. There's so much you could do here, so many great things. And explaining some of my reasonings to my friends, they started looking into politics more and asking me more questions. Some people didn't even know we voted on mayor. Some people didn't really know what happened in politics or when you vote. So just the biggest, I would say, is probably just getting information out to people.
So what's kind of cool is I was 22 when I joined the Mace Rich Company.
Yes, sir.
And I did not hate Topeka when I left. But here's what can happen. So, but now coming back, like today, the way the establishment run in Topeka, it's the same thing when I left. When I was 22.
I've heard the same things about the roads too.
And here's the thing about it. This is what people I don't think really get about me is who else is standing up and talking to them the way I do?
Yeah.
Name one other person.
You're being it's like just shooting the shit with a buddy.
But no, I'm talking about standing up to the establishment. No, I
Yeah.
appreciate that. But I'm trying to affect change that's never taken place in this city. You know?
You're bringing a whole different mindset and ideas to the planning board, and it's really interesting to see you deal with people that have the same mindset for the last 30 years. It's very refreshing to see.
Well, and that's, when you get older, you find young friends. Endeavor to retain the spirit of youth. And, I tell my daughter, I said, it's kind of fun. You get to watch me mature right along with you. But, because I feel, ever since May 2nd, 2015 at 4:44 in the morning, I feel like a kid again. My mind, you see the hours I work.
Oh, crazy hours! I can't believe people can even keep up with you.
Well, I appreciate
working late nights, waking up, working early mornings, and then you just go.
I got to keep moving.
But you also enjoy it, which is the biggest thing. I know a lot of people that work really bad hours and hate their lives. It's refreshing to see somebody who works long hours and loves every minute of what they do.
Well, I'm going to make the best out of my going on 46 years of experience. I want to thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me on. I think this is the first podcast I've ever been on too, so it's really exciting.
We got to get Moxie Woman on because she's sharp.
She would love it. I think she would love this so much.
I loved. You saw me when we started talking about photography. How I go back to a twin lens reflex, a light meter, and aperture. Because I knew she'd understand every whip stitch of that.
Yeah, you guys are speaking a whole different language than me, but you guys going back. I think the biggest thing is she was shocked that you know so many things about so many different topics. Because I think a lot of people don't really see below the surface of Henry. So they see real estate and they see brokerage and they see politics. But they don't also see a lot of the life experience, all the knowledge you've gained through different ways.
I know. I thank you. That right there is a testimony of why to vote for me because, I've always loved. It's like when I started working with mainline printing, I get to tour the plant and learn about printing, and I like working for Father Nikolai, the Orthodox Church.
Yeah.
Grounded, But I appreciate because you know what? I have to start being a city father.
Yeah. So, completely off topic.
Yes, sir.
I saw that certificate you got today. Is that for winning the primary? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Or
that says that I graduated on to be on the ballot.
I had no clue the city of Topeka even did that.
Andrew gave that to me today.
I think you framed that.
Put it right there.
Pop it right there. Yeah. I think either that or the war room. You got to show them the war room one of these days. But yeah, I think they look amazing in the backdrop of the Henry McClure Live.
Well, if this young lady's still watching, sometimes men have gone through the same thing that women go through, with relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And I just know that you can never have too many friends in life.
Definitely. Having a lot of friends is always a good thing.
Yeah, I've been saved. I'm trying to get Carrie Brennan, who used to work for the International Council of Shopping Centers, to write an endorsement. And also, because
awesome.
When you're at convention, there's a different Henry. You see suited up Henry in there, that one suit that I got. Yeah, you become a different guy at convention. And but I hope my goal would to be a mayor would be make it to where this is a city that you'd want to move back to, that change happen. Then you can come back and run for mayor. You can be the middle-aged mayor. You know what I mean? And pick up the football.
Well, I love that you bring that topic up because I know too many of my friends that have moved away because they say, there's nothing to do in Topeka. I don't enjoy Topeka. Topeka feels too dangerous. And all these young people just mass exodus to all the cities around us or even different states. And they do it at a really young age. So Topeka's missing out, I feel like, on so much of the younger populations. And I definitely think that'll come back and bite Topeka really bad.
Well, the thing is what we have to do is we can't base our future on moving boxes out at Walmart or Target distribution. We got to start teaching people, and including me, how to be entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of commercial real estate, and there's a lot of people that have done some deals with me that we can cooperate. My goal is to engage all the real estate people to help with the land bank, to help with the land that Go Topeka has under title. But we've got to stop having all the leads go to the chamber. It's not about Henry McClure, because if we engage the existing people and create more entrepreneurs, our town's going to thrive.
Yeah. I mean, and you see not just the same people every day making the money.
Well, yeah.
A different group of people that has different cash flow.
And what about Jim Klossman? What if one day he just decided, something? I don't want to support the library anymore. I'm not going to pay my taxes that go to the library. I don't have a library card. I'm getting tired of reading. I got a Kindle, So I'm just, on all my properties, I'm just going to stop supporting the library. What's the difference in that and not paying the specials out in Lawrence Bay? What's the difference?
I don't think there is one.
We got to change stuff. We're going to take a break. We're going to wish him well. This ain't the last podcast we've ever done in our life.
Oh, I would definitely be on here again. When I come up here, everyone's coming from Arkansas. I'll see if you're free. Maybe we set some up like this again.
Henry McClure Live. Hey, if nobody's told you they love you, I love you.
Have a good night, people.
Good night. Night, night.